Hi everybody, this is Dan. It's been over a year since I shared a video on YouTube, so happy to be back. I wanted to show you a position that actually came about during some endgame analysis that I was doing with a student of mine. So I want to thank Alex for helping inspire the content of this video. Um, in this particular position, it's white to move, so if you want to look at this just as a puzzle, see if you can just take a quick look, pause the video if you'd like, and see if you were white in this position, what would be the best move or um, best moves. There could be more than one effective move here. So take a look, and in a second we'll share the solution. Okay, so the obvious thing to do here would be to promote your pawn to a queen. So the white pawn moves to g8, promotes to a queen, and we have checkmate. The black king is unable to move off the back rank because of the white king on b6, and so in that position it would just be immediate checkmate. If you go back to the original position, you see that the black king in the corner on a8 is stalemated. There's no place for that king to go even before the check, because the pawn is also preventing the king from going to b8. So all black can really do in this position is move the pawn on h4, which is an important thing to notice, as we'll see in a second. So the queen move is a checkmate, but the thing that's really interesting about this position is that not only can we promote to a queen, but as we take a look here, pawn to g8 promoting to a rook is also an immediate checkmate, again with the rook attacking the king on the back rank and the king being blocked off by the white king from moving off of the back rank. But not only that, if we choose to promote to a bishop, if this black pawn on h4 were removed from the board, the position would be a stalemate. Black would not have a legal move, but black would not be in check, so the game would end in a draw by stalemate. However, because that pawn is there, black is able to move to h3. And after that, the bishop can come to d5 and checkmate the king that way. So in the case of a bishop promotion in this position, it's not a mate in one, but since the only move for black is to push the pawn, it's actually a forced mate in two, with the bishop coming to d5 to deliver checkmate. Going back to the original position, we say, well, we can promote to a queen or a rook or a bishop. How about a knight? And what happens with the knight is, again, the pawn is forced to move to h3, and the knight can jump over to e7, at which point the pawn will be forced to move again to h2. And from there, the knight can jump down to d5, after which the pawn is forced to promote. In this case, the pawn promotes to a queen, but it doesn't matter because the knight's able to hop over to c7 and deliver a checkmate. So even though black has that queen, the knight promotion actually results in a forced checkmate as well, because all black is really able to do is just push that pawn until it promotes, but it doesn't end up mattering because the knight is able to deliver checkmate anyway. So after the knight won, we have something like this. There are actually other paths that knight could take to get to that square. There is at least one, possibly more, other paths. But just as an example, pawn keeps pushing, and the knight is able to hop over to c7 and deliver a checkmate. Black queen is not able to do anything about it. So going back to the original position, white has the very happy choice of promoting to a queen or a rook or a bishop or a knight, and in all four cases is able to force a checkmate. So I just thought it was kind of an interesting little position. I had never seen any situations where all four of these promotions were effective in that way. So that's all for today. Just glad to be back on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like this video. Check out my other videos. And I will do my best to be back on YouTube in less than another year, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys. Thanks.